Good morning, young people. My name is Kimberlie Wright. Welcome to Hand-Built Pottery and Sculpture. Thanks for joining and supporting this class once again. All right, let's get started. So, as of now, I would like for you all to unmute yourselves. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Good morning. So I'm gonna allow a couple of more people to join class. However, I know some people won't be joining today, they'll be joining tomorrow. Did any of you get a chance to check out the primitive building last week?
I did.
You have any comments? How did you like it?
I loved it. I absolutely loved it. The first one that I watched, it was a young man working by himself. I watched him from the first hole he dug to put a tree branch in it. From there to putting the roof on with leaves and then taking the dirt, the mud with like dried out pieces of leaves or branches or whatever, and mixing it and putting it on the sides. And then he took something after he finished to paint it. I don't know if that was berries or what, but it was red. And when he finished, it was beautiful. And the second one that I watched was more detailed. They took rocks and melted them and made some kind of clay. And I didn't finish that one, but I'm going to finish it because it was really, really interesting.
Yeah, it is. Anybody else get a chance to check out the primitive building? Okay.
On YouTube?
Yes, ma'am.
No, I didn't know about that. I will, though.
I'm going to put it in the chat again if you all just would want to look that up on your own. So,
is there any way you can send the link to us or via email?
I'm going to put it in the chat right now. It's very simple. So in the chat, if you don't know how to locate the chat, when you touch your screen with the cursor, or if you're on the phone, when you touch the screen at the bottom, you'll see the word chat, and you go to that portion, and that's how you access the chat. It says go to YouTube and search primitive building. You can write that down if you want. It's up to you. All right. So today, are there any questions about any previous projects? Anybody have any questions?
I just have a question. What about the different kind of clay? When my project crumbled up, you said I used the wrong kind of clay. So
no, it's not the wrong kind of clay. Okay, actually, if you remember the piece that you made with your body form, it was like a gray colored clay. That's the clay that generally everybody really likes to use because it's a school, it's made for students, and it has a lot of grit in it that would allow you to build where if you wasn't like a professional, it just would keep falling down per se. But however, we ran out of that clay that is gray. Even though the clay is gray, when it dries or when it's fired, it turns white. But this clay that I've been giving you is sort of like a light cream color, that cream colored clay. And that's what you made your abstract in. For whatever reason, that clay seems a little bit drier. I just feel as though some of you may be trying to make something but not adding enough moisture back into it to rework it. But it's all, when I give it to you all, it's already a little bit dry. I try to spread and everything, but you have to constitute it. I'm not saying that you did anything wrong, but however, when I set your piece on the shelf and it was drying for that week, when I even looked at it, it had cracked up on certain areas where you had attached those coils and stuff. And I was just saying in my mind, I hope it doesn't break up, but when I put it in the kiln, it busted. And I just believe it has something to do with that. The other clay that we use, that it's a little bit drier. So you would have to really know how to work with it and re-moisten it to make it work properly. So all I'm saying is when you get that clay, because that's all the clay that we have, everybody, I hope everybody's listening, you want to make sure that clay is plastic enough or soft enough when you're starting to build your project. That means spray some water in it and reconstitute it. All right, keep going. Anybody else got a question? Oh, sorry, did I answer your question, Ms. Jacqueline?
Yes.
You just gotta, it's not your fault per se. It's just that the clay is dry. Anybody else have any questions about our previous projects, the projects that we had with that fruit vessel, the Mobius, Abstract, and DIY? And do any of you have any beautiful artwork that you want to show or share? You can share it now. You don't have to if you feel like it's something that's at a greenware state. It might break or something like that.
Hi, Kimberly, this is Ela. Today is my first day with your class, and I'm really looking forward to clay because I love working with clay. So I don't know, I missed out on quite a bit. I'm so sorry. The time was not, it's lunchtime for my granddaughter, but I still made time today. It says no matter what, I'm going to join. So fill me in if anything that I need to get, or to be able to follow this class and do things.
Well, do you have your own clay?
No, ma'am, I don't.
Okay, well, the participants are purchasing their supplies from, I'm not absolutely sure about everybody, but I have given, everybody has been purchasing supplies from Davin, Pottery, and Ceramic Supply.
Okay.
And I just typed that into the chat.
Yep. Thank you.
Pottery and Ceramic Supply. They have 2 bags of clay that come in 1 box. Each bag of clay is 25 pounds a piece, but inside 1 box, you're getting 50 pounds of clay. However, if you, I'm so sorry, and the box is $25. And sometimes, due to the fact that some of the participants know each other, they might go in on the box paying like $12.50 or something like that.
Yeah, okay.
However, and people purchase their glazes, they are like the small 4-ounce bottles of glaze.
Okay.
But however, I am able to fire your pieces if you continue the class, meaning I have a clay schedule, and so you'll have to type your email address, or sorry, I'll give you my email address so that you can contact me to get on the for me to fire your pieces.
Okay, got it. Thank you so much.
No problem. Anything else you want to talk to me about, you can definitely just contact me in the my email. So anybody as well, you know my email is Kimberlie, Kimberlie .Wright at Fulton County GA.gov. Anybody needs to contact me about anything, please refer to that email address. And I hope you all have been checking your schedule. We do have some events coming up in December, so please check your schedules for that. Anybody have anything to share or show?
I do.
Okay. Let me spotlight you, love. Oh, sorry, and thanks to Miss. Yeah, thanks so much for joining the class.
Shoot.
All right.
Okay, this is my abstraction.
Can you put it closer? Hold on 1 second. I gotta mute Mrs. Cereal. She's talking.
Wow, it's beautiful.
Oh, yeah, that's really nice.
Oh,
This
wow.
is my abstraction, and it is half empty or half full.
Oh,
You
Which
know,
one is half empty?
huh?
Which one is half empty?
This is half empty. This is half full. You know, we're talking about the pessimist or the optimist. How they look at things, if it's half empty or half full. And see, this one has the frowning face, so he thinks everything is half empty. This one is happier, so he thinks everything is half full.
oh, wow. Oh, that's cute.
Very good.
And see, this one is leaning because he's pulling out.
Okay. And that one's upright, so he's holding his.
He's holding his.
And does the open face have something to do with your vision?
Well, first I was just gonna just have this, and see, I have it filled in the back.
Right.
I was gonna leave the whole thing open, just, you know, to show that this is, nothing is there, but it's just everything, all the liquids is here.
Right.
And I just decided to just leave it open to just give it some character.
Okay, that's very unique.
Very
Full.
Thank you very much.
good.
Do you have a illustration for that? Are you gonna do something beautiful to honor your piece as it pertains to your illustration later?
I do have my illustration, but I don't have it at hand.
I'm saying, is it like a nice, completed illustration? Like
Pretty much.
Okay. Are your colors having to do something with your expression or, okay.
Yes. My colors, oh God, I wish I had my book with me. But I thought about warm colors and cool colors. You know, of course, the happy color is going to be the warm, the sadder one going to be the cooler colors. And then I thought about some light grays, since, you know, it can't be clear because it's a solid piece. So the water I was going to do in a real faint color of gray.
Okay, that sounds real good. I like the whole concept.
Thank you.
That came out of your mind about something or feeling something?
That came, excuse me, that came from a conversation my grandson and I was having the day before you gave the assignment. And I thought, oh, that's what me and Mika was talking about yesterday. So I'm gonna do a half, you know, empty thing.
Half full, half empty.
Mm-hmm.
That's really good.
Yes.
You have anything else to show us?
Actually, I do. Thanks for asking. I have my DIY.
I like your hair, your earrings, and your
Thank you. My earrings are my birthstones.
Kimberlie.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, boy.
Ma'am,
It's unmuted.
I can't hear what you're saying, Miss Etheria.
Phone.
In the car.
Kim.
Go ahead, Miss Gloria.
Okay. This is my DIY.
Oh, no.
Gloria. Okay. Okay.
And down at the bottom, it says, it's a good day to pray. So, and this is an earring holder.
I was gonna ask you about the earrings.
Oh, very nice.
I see
So
it.
as I'm getting ready in the morning, putting on my earrings, I can look at this and this is a good day to pray. I thought about it's a good day to be happy. It's a good day for a hug or just something inspirational as you're getting ready in the morning.
That's
Great piece, great piece, great piece.
How did you make those grooves at the top?
Excuse me?
How did you make those grooves at the top?
As in the holes of the lettering.
I know what's going on now.
Not the holes, the wavy grooves.
Or what a needle tool.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Oh, you talking about the waves?
Yes.
Oh, I rolled them in there.
With what? At first, I was thinking you're gonna say you did it with your fingers. You don't have to look for it.
Okay, it's randomly somewhere right here. But yeah, but I rolled them in there. I rolled them in.
Tool that has that impression.
Yeah.
Okay. Or I was thinking you might have did it with fingers or something.
I just rolled them in.
Okay, that looks really beautiful. Are you going to paint that with something about your birthstone color?
It will. My name is gonna have my birthstone color, and I know my instructor love colorful things. So it's gonna have some emerald, but then I'll incorporate some more colors also.
Good job.
And then this part here is for the bracelets or whatever.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Thank y'all.
Thank you, Ms. Blurry.
Nice.
Kimberlie,
Hold on 1 second, love.
Get back to the picture.
Is that Miss Etheria?
Yes, but I'm trying to get back to the picture. I want to show a project that I started before we left the building that is completed, but I can't get back to the screen.
You finished driving?
Okay, there it is.
Oh, you must be riding. Okay, go ahead. Hold on 1 second.
Are you ready? I'm ready.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Oh, that is.
Ah, yeah.
I love that.
Miss Etheria, you show off.
What? I'm riding in the car. I can't hear that good.
You just a show.
Okay, you said.
Yes.
It's gorgeous.
Yes, it is.
Thank you. Thank you.
Woo! That looks really beautiful, show off.
Thank you.
Talented.
Feeling okay? Are you feeling okay?
I'm feeling great.
That's
I'm
good. That's good.
headed to the doctor.
Okay. And you were able to show your piece headed to the doctor and all that, so I don't need no excuses from y'all. Y'all can multitask now. I ain't never even seen nothing like this. Lady on the road showing her artwork. What in the world? So thank you so much, Miss That was beautiful. So Miss Regina, you want to show your artwork while you washing dishes? You can multitask.
Okay, I haven't yet put my Mobius together. You know, I just picked it up and I haven't had a chance to glue it together. Next week, hopefully I'll be able to show class how it looks when I got through with the finished product.
I'm just messing with you. Can you watch my dishes when you finish? Keep it clean, lady. Keep it clean.
Got that right. Got that right.
All right, anybody else have something they want to share? All right, tomorrow, how many people have play? Raise your hand. 1, 2, 3, 4. I say raise no finger. Say hand. I just playing scared. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, if even still it may be more people, but however, I'm going to do a demonstration tomorrow that I would like for you all to join in along with. The demonstration is going to be so that if, you know, usually I say just wait till the day so that you all will know. That's usually with projects. However, this is a demonstration, and I want to give you all a chance to be able to say if you even want to come into the class to do the project. But it's going to be a pinch pot with an animal attached to it.
A pinch pot with what?
With an animal attached to it.
Okay, all right.
Type that in the chat.
Okay.
So it can be really animal.
That's what it is. Get a ticket for real. Whatever they got in that truck, that's what it is. Everywhere.
And I guess I would say legs and feet. All right, I just put it in the chat. So what will be very creative is I'm going to show you, and like no matter what amount of clay you have, and even if you have something that fits just in your hand, that amount of clay will be fine. So because the piece doesn't have to be large, it can be small, but however, if you have a lot of clay, you can use the amount that you have available. Of course, you know, it's gonna be a portion of a pinch pot, but it's only gonna be kind of like a half of a bowl or a dish, so to speak, with a head, a tail, and legs, and feet. It's gonna also have the features, meaning like the facial features. However, I would like for some of you to challenge yourselves. If you feel just totally lost, like you need a step-by-step tutorial or instruction, then you can go right along with me with each step that I make. Because it doesn't matter, let's say if I make a bear, which I'm not gonna be making a bear. I'm not gonna tell you what I'm gonna make until tomorrow. However, if I make a bear, then if you decide to make a bear as well, it does not matter because your bear is not gonna look like my bear. Just like my bear is not gonna look like yours. So if everybody choose to make a bear, then each bear will be different. So it doesn't matter. But if you want to challenge yourself as I go into the steps to make the parts that would make up the animal, if you decide to challenge yourself and make another or a different type of animal, go for it. That would be really fun and creative. And so tomorrow's class, as soon as we get in the class, I'm just gonna start. So I hope that everybody, I guess I'll give about maybe 5 minutes. That way we'll give people time to log into the class. But however, after that, I might write some step-by-step instructions for those people who come in late and say, Kim, I missed the first part. Can you show me what to do again? However, I probably just go ahead and write those instructions as I'm going, but it's kind of hard to type and work with clay at the same time because you know your hands get really dirty. All right. So if there is nobody out there again who has any questions or comments, any suggestions for the class as it pertains to something that you all would like to see us do or something like that, let me know at this time, or I'm gonna just move forward with our last 5 minutes of class. If you have any upcoming suggestions of some projects that you think we can make or something like that, then feel free to.
In preparations for tomorrow, would it help to already have our clay kind of worked in a ball to start from a ball?
Yes, you already need to have, thank you, that's a really great question. So tomorrow at the beginning of the class, you want to have basically, I would have a rolling pin tomorrow. Somebody need behind their TV, television, some noise. All right, you need to have your rolling pin. At the beginning of the project, all you do need to have is a ball of clay that is moist enough to work with. Don't have it like dry. You need your spray bottle. You need some slip. And you're gonna need a needle tool. Anybody need me to get that out?
Yeah, we know that.
All right, y'all need a needle tool, feathered texture tool or a fan tool. And even if you don't have a fan tool, you can use your needle tool to score or to scratch marks. So that's not necessarily demand that you have to have the fan tool. You can score with your nail if you wanted to. I don't know. Sometimes, you know, back in the day, even still probably today, women used to use sticks for tools. That's how they got the idea to use these type of tools. But however, and you're gonna need a spatula, just a spatula to smooth with. And if you don't have a spatula, you can use your finger. A finger is just like a spatula. So that's basically all you're gonna need tomorrow. All right.
Wow.
Anybody have any more questions, comments? Yes?
Kim, I found my beautiful giraffe.
Let's see.
There she is.
That's a giraffe?
I mean, my zebra. I forgot about him.
Okay, pull it.
Oh, that is so pretty.
Oh, they came out nice. It looks like a heart. I mean,
Can I see the face?
Beautiful.
Can I see the face?
Yes,
Gotta
see,
make it be still.
oh
See his-
wow.
Okay, cool.
That's really nice.
Did you make it?
Is it a girl or a boy?
I already have a girl. This is her husband.
Do they have names?
Yes, the Jennifer and Clyde.
All right.
The what?
Jennifer and Clyde.
Jennifer and Clyde. She gave Jennifer. She took it away.
What made you name them that?
So you have one or two?
I got two. The other one is
Oh, okay.
upstairs. Yeah. I
Oh,
just got this one back on Tuesday.
Miss Regina, did you hear
Yes.
Miss Mary ask you what made you name them that?
Oh, Ether, you know I'm country. I like country. I don't need Chris. I don't need all them fancy names.
I
I
said,
just wondered why you said Jennifer and Clyde.
Cause it's country. It reminds me of home.
Oh, okay.
but you gave them white folk names.
white people's names? Those are not white people's names. I know plenty of some Hispanic people with the names Jennifer, and I know some.
Take them away from my joke.
I know a lot of black men with the name Clyde.
Mhm.
I could have made name to Etheria, but she probably would have been insulted.
Oh, I would have been coming over there to get them.
And don't forget about Jennifer Lopez. It's a lot of Hispanic young ladies with the name Jennifer.
Hey, well, if the other half of this here field look at this one like Jennifer Lopez, they got it going on.
I see the half that you got in the screen that they look at like Jennifer Lopez.
There you go, boo. There you go.
Regina, is the other one black and white?
Is the other one what?
Is your other zebra black and white too?
No, he's a darker green, and the colors in here is a little bit darker. They're not the same color.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
That's the female right there.
I'm glad since they
Yeah.
never said.
Yeah, because this was supposed to
Okay,
be.
see y'all tomorrow.
Okay,
See
Pete.
you, man. This is actually a black. and it's called black ice, but it doesn't come out black, it comes out green. So if y'all ask Kim for black ice and she give it to you, this is what color you gonna get. It's gonna look like a greenish black or something.
But it doesn't look black, greenish there, but it does, it will be green.
And doesn't it look black on
Right.
the way we looking at it? Yep. It looks
There.
completely black the way we looking at it.
Except in the light places along the bottom of the hip, you can see
Yeah.
it green.
It was much lighter green than that.
Really?
Well, I've seen somebody use black ice too, and it came out just looking like a metallic. I don't really know. It just depends on maybe the surface or how thick you
Yeah.
paint it. I'm not really sure, but I've seen black ice come out looking different than that as well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
on that gray, it does.
Now you know that, Kim,
Yeah,
I tell you something else too on that clay. This was the gray clay. That red clay, that other clay that you give us now.
Right.
When I did the Mobius, I used the black ice on there, and it actually looks dark black. It doesn't look like this right here.
See what I'm
Exactly.
saying? That's what I said on different surfaces, because the clay, the glaze is clay and it's soaking back into the clay. It could like maybe pull some of the color out or something.
Right,
So it's all experimental.
right.
Good job.
Thank you.
yeah.
Beautiful.
All right. I would like to just know, I guess we have just one time for this one question. And I'd just like you two all to think about this so that you can incorporate these attributes into your artwork, whether your artwork is pottery or crafts or music or dancing, you know, whatever it may be. It could be writing. And don't forget that I have a poetry class on Wednesdays at 10:30 called Word Up. It's all about poetry, spoken word, and short stories. Our spoken word, we are usually reciting our poetry that we write in the class online. However, we do have events, like we have our upcoming Christmas gala, where some of my participants will be reciting some poetry that I gave them for lessons, like since the Christmas gala deals with the lighting of the tree, I have someone doing a poem about a tree lighting or tree decoration. So please join us for the Christmas gala, or if you would like, join my Word Up class to express yourself in that art field. So has anyone ever heard of principles of art? Principles of art. Anybody? So that was one important question that I want to ask you, because if you have never even heard of the principles of art, then you won't even know the answer. Like, what are the principles of art? Anybody want to take any guess? What would be the principles of art? Let's say what they are first, but there are about 8 principles of art. The principles of art help artists organize and arrange the elements of art. Such as color, form, line, shape, space, texture, and value in their artwork. The principles of art are what helps you organize and arrange the elements of art. What are the elements of art?
I don't know.
I just said it.
Oh.
It's okay. All right. I first asked you, did you know what the principles of art are? The elements of art are, I'm going to type them, color. Don't you deal with color all the time?
Yes.
Form.
Yes. One.
Don't y'all deal with form in clay?
Yes.
Line. You deal with lines, shape, space, what's another one we dealt with what's the slip, what does the slip trail offer you?
Texture.
Texture, good job. And what is when you have something from light to dark? What is that called?
Shades.
No, when you have color or tint from light to dark, what is that called?
Oh God, I know what you're talking about.
Graduations.
It's value.
Value.
Value. It's the value means the amount of lightness or darkness that you have in something. So you have a scale with 8 blocks. It can go from white to certain grays up to black. Then back from black to certain hues of dark gray, light gray, as it's getting back to white. It's sort of like how you are on a copy machine and they give you the values of the darkness and the lightness. You can take it up or take it down. All right, so those are the elements of art: color, form, line, shape, space, texture, and value. Now, the principles of art help to organize these things. What are the principles of art? I'm going to give you one. Principles, I have to type it again. Art.
Balance and rhythm.
Balance, good job. Even if you look that up, that's a good, hurry up, look it up, no problem. So balance, alignment, emphasis, proportion, movement,
Wow.
pattern, contrast, and unity. So if you were critiquing some of your artwork or every single piece that you've done, it's just an example like Miss Gloria Bell. Miss Gloria Bell, you can take your half full, half empty piece and ask yourself, how does it balance? You know, it balances because you're talking about something that's half full and has half empty. It's actually the same thing, the same amount of value or weight, but it's about how you actually look at it, which makes it so magical. All right, the next thing you can apply to your half full, half empty is the alignment. Your alignment is off to tell a story. Like you said, half empty was tilted over because he pouring out. You know, the other one was straight up. So that could be the alignment in that. The emphasis could be, you have emphasis on your faces to show that one is not so happy and one is. You know, your proportion. You already showed us that you had one of your cups, the half full, the things solid, so that we could see that the liquid was just there. That could be one thing. Movement. Once again, movement, it showed that the bottle or the jar was tilting over. It showed some type of movement. The pattern. You don't necessarily have a pattern yet. However, you might have some type of pattern when you paint it. Or your pattern could be that it's just a solid or something to that nature. Your contrast could deal with the grays that you said you're going to put in it. And unity, it has some unity as it pertains to your message and those pieces going together. So also the whole piece does follow in the line of the elements of art: the color, form, line, shape, space, texture, and value. even the texture part of it, the man with the, I don't know if it's a man, but the character with the face out, you know, you can feel the texture of the eyes and the lips, but then you probably would feel nothing in the space where it's free. So each of these attributes or the elements and principles of art always apply to your work. So even though it seems that I've kind of told you something new today, so when I went to college, I was like a self-taught art. Many of you don't know this fact about me, that I've been doing artwork since I was 3 years old.
I don't know if you don't know that.
Yes.
Ever.
Never stop hearing it.
Yes.
So I'm like, oh Lord, but okay. So although when it was time for me to go to college, because I never was able to get the extracurricular art classes in high school the whole time I was in high school, but I did a lot of art at elementary. However, when I got to college, I was like thinking, I'm not taking these classes or paying for that when I've taught myself all these years. So I actually just took some specialized subjects in college, like photography or printing, that type of thing, instead of taking the full fine arts classes. But I did do art history, which I felt like this is a part of art history. And although I eloquently heard some of the rules and tips as it pertains to art, you already know all of these things because you have been doing them in art and you've already applied yourself. Like basically all I'm saying is the stuff that I just told you today, you've already been doing that from since you've been creating and making something since you were young. I don't want to say a child, could be a child or an adolescent or something like that. So just keep up the good work. And if you wanted to write any of that information down, please do so. If there are no other comments or questions, I'm going to conclude class. How you doing, Mr. Van Dyke Howard?
Peace, fine, doing all right. Just woke up late.
No problem. Anybody else have anything to show? And so I said to everybody, Mr. Van Dyke, since you came on late, for anybody else that does not know, if you look in the chat, tomorrow we want to already have our tools out because we're going to create something. And what we're going to be creating, this could be a small piece. You might want to keep it. So we're all going to be making it together. It's I want to say about the third message. Animal pinch pot with a head, a tail, legs, and feet. So any amount of clay you have, you'll be able to make it. Somebody is asking if any pieces have been fired. I think I had a clay schedule on Monday and Tuesday, and we were closed for Wednesday due to Veterans Day. So no, those pieces have not been fired. They will be available next week, Monday and Tuesday. Anybody gave me some pieces previously, they'll be available for our schedule next Monday and Tuesday. And I will be calling you all to see if you are available.
Kimberlie, I wasn't asking about whether our pieces had been fired. I just, because Gloria was handling her
yes, those been
pieces.
fired. I'm sorry. Yes,
yeah, I was
big.
like, because I know what happened to me when I handled mine last week, and she was just holding them and handling them. So I figured they must be fired. But you act like you hadn't seen them. So I thought,
no. That's just for purposes because I hadn't seen them, Miss Deborah Bell. She was asking Miss Gloria, were your pieces fired? Because she was concerned due to the fact of what happened to her. However, I do fire your pieces, but you all know that I'm not taking like commentary as it pertains to the pieces. That was my first time actually really learning about Miss Gloria Bell's piece. I saw the piece, but I just waited until the class to let you all give a description so that the class will remain interesting and fun. Yeah, I didn't know anything about it.
Oh, okay. I was just
I actually was wondering what it was. I mean, I didn't know if
Yeah.
it was her abstract piece or DIY.
okay.
No problem.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. And young people, please be mindful of when we do start to make things again. You do not, as even if I ask 20 times, do you want to show something? If when you have your greenware, if it's greenware is very delicate and brittle anyway. So at that particular time, you do not have to show your pieces at all, unless it's something really sturdy. But let's just save our demonstrations for when our pieces are at the bisque stage, and maybe when you are making your pieces, if it's green, if you have any questions, that's fine. But we'll refrain because we already have so much risk involved with transporting our pieces, which we didn't have to do before because we were already in our classroom setting. But now, since we even have to transport, it makes more space or room for us to break our pieces. So let's just wait for that.
Can I show my piece?
You want to show something?
Yes.
Okay.
This is my Mobius that I had finished.
What?
Wow.
Mm.
Wow.
And it's got 2 stands, huh?
Right, yeah. She said this is more gonna be more like on the wall.
Can you
That's
hold
my-
it like this in your hand with the 2 stands? Put your hand up under the stand parts.
Oh, man.
Oh, are you gonna hang it on the wall like that?
Yes, it's gonna hang on the wall just like that.
Oh wow. Okay, I was thinking you're gonna sit on the table. That's really nice.
Ah, yes.
Does it have a name?
Well, the middle of it is my initial V.
Oh
Van
yes.
It's,
Van Dyke.
V, right, and at the same time it has the ram horn showing like.
Oh wow. Okay. He's saying that center portion is a V, representative of his name, Van Dyke, and the round 2 rounded outsides like this represents the fact that he's an Aries, those horns on the ram.
All right.
Oh, that is so cute. Yes.
That's really, really good.
Yes, it is.
I almost thought you made that for me because I'm a ram. I'm an Aries, but my name don't have a V in it. So I knew.
That's why I did that. Here's my apple.
Okay. Be careful.
Beautiful.
So what, baby?
Beautiful.
That's his apple.
Apple.
All right.
That's beautiful.
Be careful.
Can you take the top off, Mr. Van Dyke?
Huh?
Can you take the top off?
Oh,
Beautiful.
wow.
Let us see in the inside of the top. Y'all see that
Yeah.
lip on there?
yes.
Y'all see the lip that he made? Turn it to the
Yeah.
side a little bit, Mr. Van.
Yes.
Good job. You see that lip? That keeps
Yep.
it from coming off, sliding. And I love the
Wow.
bottom. I love the bottom of your apple.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
smooth.
Very detailed.
Good detail. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Yeah.
And so
You can use the applesauce out of there.
Yeah. Put some other things in there too.
Okay. That looks really nice.
And can I show my what she said called the jewelry part of it?
Yes. You made some jewelry?
Yes, I made the jewelry part of it. This is my bracelet.
All
What?
right now.
Okay, just hold it still though. Just hold it still. Okay, Mr. Van Dyke, can you bring it closer? No, closer to us.
my goodness.
That is beautiful. You didn't drop it, did you?
I thought he was almost about to.
Beautiful.
Okay,
Beautiful.
I know you really well. You usually like bling stuff and put all kind of Swarovski crystals and stuff. Are you gonna
Right.
do that to that? Are you gonna show it to us later when you finish it?
Yeah, I'm gonna show you all of it. As well on the Ram B, I got the in the middle of the B, it has little holes in it.
I saw that.
Yeah, and it's going to be has some stones in it too as well.
Okay, please share that with us when you finish.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to see the jewelry with the.
That's creative.
This is the ring.
That's awesome.
Let's see the ring.
That's the ring.
Oh my.
Okay, still. Put it back up.
A ram ring.
Oh, that's cute. It's
Wow.
That's so beautiful.
Oh, that's so beautiful.
Yeah, it's gonna be stones in that too.
Yeah, so you're gonna have
Beautiful.
stones
Yeah,
going around that.
You measured
Huh?
with your finger first.
Yes, I did.
And don't you know that if you measure it just like tight, you can loosen up a little bit because when clay dries, it shrinks just a little.
Right,
It's
right.
shrinkage, so you might want to just make them not too much bigger, but just a little bit.
That's
Yeah, and this is my neck. This is my necklace with it too.
Be careful, love.
Ooh,
Oh, that's a charm.
wow, look at that. Oh, the detail.
Mm.
Oh,
Oh, that's nice. Medallion.
the detail.
Yeah, that's a charm.
Beautiful.
And I have stones in it too as well.
That's really nice.
Mm-hmm.
Can you turn it to the back?
And once I put the stones in, I will show you too as well. Once it's finished.
Okay. You're gonna put you're gonna put some type of chain, or sometimes they have
Yeah, I'm a-
rope,
No.
string.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Gonna give me a ring, loop ring,
Okay.
set it in, and then once I get it and put it around my neck and put my stones in.
Sometimes people use leather cord.
Yeah, that'd
Right.
be with the leather cord. That'd be
Yeah.
very,
Leather cord would be real nice.
Yeah,
that'd be very nice.
yeah. I used to take up jewelry making, so I pretty much have an idea about the different types of loops and stuff that I'm going to do and put in here.
Van Dyke's Jewels. That's the name of your jewels
Yeah.
store. Van Dyke's Jewels.
Yes, Van Dyke Creations.
Van Dyke creation. All right.
Thank you.
Mr. Van Dyke, you feeling okay?
Marvelous.
Huh?
Feeling all right?
Yeah, I'm feeling all right. I just woke up late, still trying to.
Get adjusted. No problem.
Yeah.
All right. You ain't wake up late. Thank God you woke up.
Amen.
That's right.
That's
That's right. That's right.
You got something else?
Thank you. I had this. Hold on a second here. Oh yeah, this is the other charm. The ram has two sides to it. There's two heads to it.
Oh, wow.
Mm.
Oh, okay. I see one was one head and this is double.
Nice.
It's double sided.
Beautiful.
Oh, wow.
Even though the heads are not coming together per se, it still reminds me when the rams, bust their horns together.
Right.
Wow.
Beautiful
That's
work.
nice.
Beautiful work. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's it on me on that.
Thank you so much for that, young man.
You're welcome. Thank you.
So don't forget about class tomorrow. I hope y'all don't forget what we're doing. So when we actually start, y'all be running around trying to get everything. But we're gonna have a lot of fun completing that. We're gonna complete it in one session. It's not gonna take that long. So I've enjoyed class with you all today. Thank you. My name is Kimberlie Wright. Once again, thanks for joining Hand-Built Pottery and Sculpture, and blessings, and thank you for our new participant, Miss Illa at ILLA. And thank you so much for you all's participation and loyalty. And I will see you all tomorrow, and have a wonderful and blessed day. And even though I say I'm gonna give people 5 minutes to get into the class, I guess at that particular time, I'll just be typing something in the chat for the new people who were not able to be in class today. I love you all. Have a wonderful and blessed day.
Thank you so much. I enjoyed.
Bye.
Thank you. Peace and love.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Karen.